none other than Dr. Pavithra Ramanathan. I welcome her to the dais. Along with her, I also invite the chair, Dr. Gowthaman, our wellness guru. Please, sir, we warmly welcome you to the dais to chair the scientific session. I also invite Dr. Ramanathan, HOD and Dravya Guna Department, Government Ayurveda Medical College, Patna, Begussari, and also Tadatgat Ayurveda Chief Consultant and Vice President of NASIA, onto the dais. Dr. Pavithra Ramanathan, the speaker of the scientific session, is a MD and MS and also has pursued her MBA. She is a BMS graduate from Jayendra Ayurveda Saraswati College, and I warmly welcome her to the stage.
It's nice. Thank you for the organizers for inviting me to talk on innovation, entrepreneurship, and global outreach at this National Ayush Conclave. Before I start anything about this topic, I would like to see everyone who is sitting at the back to come front, because I want it to be more of an interactive session rather than just hearing. And so can anyone who is sitting at the back, can you please come front? If you're Ayurvedic students, just do come front. It's not your Viva OC. You can occupy all the empty seats over here. I will be asking questions even if you're at the back. Thank you. So as you all occupy the seats in the front, I just want to give a lengthier introduction of myself. I am Dr. Pavithra Ramanathan. I did my BAMS from Sri Jayendra Saraswati Ayurveda College. After completing it, I went on to be a medical officer at Employees State Insurance Corporation, KK Nagar. It's a government under Ministry of Labor. And then when I was doing it, I completed my MBA in Health Services Management from Anna University. After completing that, I was always interested on doing integrative medicine. So being in ESIC, which was an allopathic hospital, I was more keen on learning more about the allopathic medicine, more than what we learn in BAMS and the other clinical experiences that we have. So I went on to study allopathic medicine in the US at Chicago Medical School. After completing this 4-year degree, and after I got my MD over there, after completing it, I'm currently doing my residency in radiation oncology. It is one of the 3 specialties. It's an oncology specialty wherein there are 3 specialists who are medical oncologists, surgical oncologists, and radiation oncologists. And I specializing in radiation, wherein we give radiation treatments. Other than my education, I come from, my grandfather is an Ayurveda doctor. His name is Dr. K.V. Srinivasa Iyer. He's no more. And I had the great privilege to be under my guru, Dr. L. Mahadevan, from my 3rd year of my BAMS education. And I was with him until he passed away. So I had the great privilege to be under his guidance throughout my career. With that, I'm going to start with my topic for today. So they gave me an interesting topic about innovation, entrepreneurship, and global outreach. And as you can see, I had given my own journey in this whole new way of thinking about thinking out of box, and also being a global outreach myself. So I did my own introduction, and I would like to have some introduction from the audience. So the first row, are there any Ayurveda doctors? Okay. Can I have a small, brief introduction about you. Just one second. Do you have a mic for the audience? Do you have a mic for the audience? Okay.
Hello.
Namaste. I'm Vaidya Prashant Tiwari. I'm practicing in Madhya Pradesh as well as South Korea, and I'm working in the field of integrated oncology as well as geriatric as well as bone and joint holistic approach from last 15 years. Thank you.
Yes. Anyone else from the first row who is a BMS? Can you go to the next row? Yes.
Hello, I am Dr. Dharmesh Kubendran. I did my BAMS and then I did my Master's Sports Biomechanics and Kinesiology, MPhil in Sports Biomechanics and Kinesiology, PhD in Sports Methods and Training. I have my own clinic and I am associated with Shree Varma.
Nice to meet you.
UG, PG, PhD Ayurveda, MSc Microbiology and PG Diploma in Pharmaceutical Chemistry, working as a government analyst and also Deputy Director Technical in Government of Tamil Nadu.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else who likes to get introduced?
Myself, Ashutosh Pandey. I did my BMS and MD from Bharati Vidyapit Pune and PhD from BHU Varanasi. I am practicing at Lucknow, UP, Uttar Pradesh. Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Anyone else willing to?
I'm Dr. Mohammed Salim from southern part of Tamil Nadu. I did my MD Ayurveda and Kai Sicha. I did my MSc, triple MSc, on MBA and 8 PG diploma and practicing specialty in spine. I have 5 clinics in Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hi, my name is Dr. Shanti Vijaypal. I'm an Ayurvedic doctor and currently head 100 years GMP, ISO, ISI certified Ayurvedic manufacturing unit.
Okay.
And I also practice. I run a chain of clinics in Chennai and Hyderabad.
Okay.
Namaskar. Myself, Dr. Namrata Kulsresht. I have done my UG and PG from Government College Raipur, Chhattisgarh, and now I am posted at under Government of Uttar Pradesh at Muzaffarnagar.
Hello, this is Dr. Sheikh Farid. I'm working for Government of Tamil Nadu as an Assistant Medical Officer at Melakal, Madurai. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else willing to introduce, or are there what are the PG? Are there UG students or PG students over there?
Myself, Kishore Kumar, UG student.
Okay.
Shree Varma Ayurveda Medical.
Okay. Is everyone awake now after all the lunch? Okay. Anyone else who wants to get introduced? Okay. So, here is the thing about, as we introduce ourselves, this is a new way of talking in a seminar. When I thought interaction was more important, not just someone. Dr. Geeta Madam wants to give an introduction.
I am Dr. Geeta Kumar, UG from Sri Venkatramana Ayurveda College, Chennai, PG from Japshetty Ayurveda College, Bidar, Karnataka, PhD from Sri Jayendra Saraswati Ayurveda College. Now I am working in Professor and HOD in Anatomy Department in Vadinagar. Ahmedabad.
Okay. Nice to meet you again, ma'am.
Thank you.
She was my teacher. So, coming on to our topic about innovation. Innovation requires a big idea. What is a big idea? So, and why do we need it? Everyone has ideas. Everyone has got, can think out of box. Each of us are capable of it. And these ideas, when they all are in different spaces, then they are just ideas. But then when they become collective in nature, like how we introduce ourselves, we know each other, that's when the idea, when it becomes more collective, it becomes a collection of real tasks. And when it becomes more of workable production, then that idea itself will give us progress. So what can these big ideas truly bring for us? They can provide us clarity and focus, and they can create emotional resonance. I thought this emotional resonance is something which is very, very important when we are creating ideas, because each one of us are in different individuals with different ideologies. When we have some connections in an emotional way, that is, for example, we are all here because we are all emotionally connected to the field of Ayurveda. So when the common ground is the emotional connection, that is what is going to bring each and every one of us together and bring all of our individual ideas. Just like how we talk about personalized treatments in Ayurvedic centers or Ayurvedic treatments, our own individual personalized ideas also should come together in a common platform so that we can create a huge revolution in the field of Ayurveda going forward. So what is the anatomy? We are always, when we start our medical course, whether Ayurveda or in allopathic medicine, we talk about anatomy and physiology. So we need to know what is an anatomy of the big idea is all about. We should know what the real truth is. The real truth lies in the fundamental human need. What do we need? For example, now we all know, okay, we need Ayurveda. No, what exactly is needed in Ayurveda? Is it documentation? Is it research? Or is it drug standardization? What do we actually need? What do we cater? Who are our customers? Who are our consumers? What do we need as individuals, as practitioners? All those things are going to be the fundamental truths of our big ideas. And what is the twist that we are going to give it? The twist is usually the surprising way of looking at the truth. It is not the usual way that we see at all these things. Okay, now that I need a drug standardization, let's all sit down and do a drug standardization. But how does it come out? We need a different way of looking at things. And then we can plan the action. The real action actually takes place when we are able to bring all the ideas into a true actionable plan. So what are the big ideas that are possible in Ayurveda? We have the Tridosha theory, which is being talked about every person, whether they are Ayurvedic individuals, whether they are BAMS doctors, or whether they are wellness coaches, they all talk about Tridosha theory. But each one has their own perspective of talking about the Tridosha theory. Why is it so? It is because it's an individualized medicine. It is not individualized medicine, it is more of a personalized medicine. So the big ideas here in Ayurveda, like Tridosha theory, the Prakriti analysis, the dosha dhatus, everything needs more of an uniform methodology in looking at things. Not just because everyone has different ideas. We cannot put everything together in a single pot or different pots and say, hey, this is my idea and this is how I'm going to do it. But when we all collaborate together, we get a bigger pot with lots of ideas into it and better processed information out of that. And so that's where, when we have this bigger pot with all the ideas into it, not just individual pots with their own ideas, it leads to this new innovation that we are talking about. Does anyone have different thoughts about it? No? Do you all agree that this is how the innovation comes out? No? Are all sleeping then? Maybe after a good lunch? I don't know. Okay. Let's talk about the types of innovation. Does anyone know there are types of innovation itself? Does anyone know that there are types of innovation? No? I see a few nods, at least from the middle rows. Okay. So the types of innovation, there are four. There are multiple ways of looking at the innovation, but there are only 4 types of innovation that I'm going to talk about today. This is a disruptive innovation. So it's totally new. It's bringing new things that change the whole healthcare system, because now we are talking only about the healthcare system. What kind of a disruptive innovation do you think is an example to it? Can anyone think about a disruptive innovation? Let's talk. Do you have the mic there? Yes, okay. Or should I be calling out people? It's too boring if you're just silent, if I'm just talking. One example of disruptive innovation based on the thing that I told. It's just a new change. Because if we don't talk about innovation, how are we going to create innovation in Ayurveda? We need to talk about
Maybe medicines were extracted only from plant-based sources can disrupt the chemical industry.
Okay.
And you can also avoid the side effects of all the foreign matter like chemicals going into the body cells, which is made from a different, because these are all the composed of the 4 or 5 sources of nature, which is the depth of Ayurveda speaks about, or the human body is made of. So I think every chemical is disrupting the body. So once we avoid the chemicals, we can give plant-based alternative medicines.
Okay, that works. Any other comments? Any other comments? There's one at the back.
If the new diseases could medicines, ma'am. If the disease is new, the medicines we give, we produce is new.
Okay, so that's a disruptive innovation.
It's a simple, we come through a coronavirus, it's a new disease. We come through a new medicine. That's a disruptive medicine.
Okay, thank you.
Where are
Good. Yes.
Using artificial intelligence, generative AI to predict and do the initial analysis,
Yes,
I think that could be one of the disruptive innovations.
Yes. Thank you. And I'm going to the next innovation type. It's the incremental innovation. It's just a gradual refining of existing therapies or treatments, just how we modify based on the current modern system and requirements. We do this incremental innovation on a regular day-to-day basis. Then there is a radical innovation where they are groundbreaking advancements that redefine healthcare. That could also be this AI, just like Dr. Vijaypal had mentioned about. And then if you see immunotherapies, they are also radical innovations because they completely change the way cancer is being treated. Because I'm into radiation oncology, I have this bias towards the groundbreaking treatments over there. Then there is something called as architectural innovation, which we are mostly using right now. We are taking lessons, skills from one system and applying to another. Just like how we are taking everything, like the way we see the samprapti. We take the pathogenesis of the allopathic medicine, and we try to incorporate and try to understand the Ayurvedic way. So this is something called as an architectural innovation that we are trying to do even in our system right now. Then the current innovations in Ayurveda, as you all know, there are genomics being done. Then there is AI-driven analysis of your Prakriti, and then how there is a drug standardization protocols that are being developed. And then there are also bigger involvements with WHO creating the ICD codes for us. These are the current innovations that we see in Ayurveda. And the whole entrepreneurial process is based upon these innovations. We have this, we need to do validation, wherein we have to create a model which will be validated by each and every system that is practicing that core ideas. And for resourcing, we need to have good drugs, we need to have good talents of individuals that we need. We also need funding for those. I'm just rushing because I was a little bit off time right now. So I'm just going through my slides without having any discussions, which I thought I could have. Then actualization is realization of our ideas into proper plans that can be put into actual actions. And then this is real important because the power of communication is the key, wherein every idea that we have, we need to have a very good effective communication going forward. And the key to power of communication is first the interpersonal skills that you have, and also the language grip that you have for communication. And these are something that I thought will be very useful for students who are upcoming into doing these kind of innovative, trying to present these innovative ideas, trying to overcome nervousness, and then confidence building strategies. One of the confidence building strategies that I always love is the selecting visual aids, because most of us, 70% of us are visual learners. We learn a lot about more than hearing. We learn a lot by looking. That's why during most of the seminars, when you see everyone is just like sitting in different corners, they are sleeping. And so we are more of visual learners. So when there is more of visual cues, we learn a lot, and that's how we are able to communicate with others. And then with the global outreach, there are various ways of dispersing Ayurvedic education. Then there are various organizations going around which talk about Ayurvedic wellness and then Ayurvedic treatments. There is digital and technological integration available, which I have already mentioned too. And then there is a modern repackaging and formatting. Now they are using all Ayurvedic drugs into the beauty products, and then there is this nutraceuticals wherein there is turmeric latte available, and then gummies are being produced using Ayurvedic medicines. And then we also have the strategic hubs and medical tourism, wherein you can see people coming from different countries coming to India for medical tourism. And then there is education available, and then there are multiple organizations. I'm going to stop here because of the time constraints, and then we can really talk about different things later on. I wanted to talk more about the integrative oncology aspect also, but because of time constraints, I'm just going to stop here. Any questions you may have? Okay. All right. Thank you so much for the opportunity. It was a pleasure to meet you all and have a little bit of an interaction as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Pavithra. I think you have brought in a very unique approach of yourself for the session. I call upon Shree Varma ji onto the dais to felicitate the speaker, and along with him I would also be happy to invite K.T. Srinivasa Raja, who is the MD of Adyar Anand Bhavan, also onto the dais. Warm welcome to you, sir. Nice to have you here on this occasion of National Arogya Conclave 2026. Once again, I take this opportunity to appreciate Dr. Pavithra Ramanathan for her scientific session on innovation, entrepreneurship, and global outreach. Further, request Shree Varma ji and our guest Srinivas Raja to also felicitate our chair for the scientific session, Wellness Guru Dr. Gowthaman. And also Dr. Ramanathan, HOD Davyaguna Department, Patna. It's a pleasure. It's a nice gesture by the Managing Director Srinivas Raja to honor Shree Varma ji and Dr. Gowthaman on this occasion and extend their hearty wishes for the success of Ayur Conclave 2026. Thank you, sir, for the lovely gesture.